In this video, I'm going to be talking about two of the most important things you need to do to improve everything in your life. A lot of times, there's just a lot of information being pumped in your head about what you need to do, and although this video is kind of the same, it's also different. So stay till the end because this is going to be important. So, first thing, this is not one of the topics, but it's an important thing to understand. It's important to focus on what you can remove from your life that's bad rather than only trying to see what you can add into your life, because people are always trying to add more productive stuff, add different good habits or different things to just make them, feel like they're doing better, feel like everything's going well. And generally, this is not actually that good because you're just adding a bunch of stuff, creating more work, and it doesn't actually solve the deeper issues that are holding you back. So instead, focus on what you should remove from your life instead of what you should add. First thing we're going to talk about is your sleep. So a lot of people don't get good sleep because of the bad habits they have, like using their phone late at night or just staying up because they're used to just staying up late. I don't get great sleep and I'm really trying to improve it. I didn't get great sleep last night, but it's something that I'm really working on, and the nights that I am getting really good sleep, it's crazy different and everything is just so much better. What a lot of people do is they're used to just not going to bed early, so even if they have nothing to do, they're gonna stay up. So say it's like 10 o'clock and you're like, you got no tasks, you're not hanging out with anyone, you don't have any homework or work to do, you just end up filling that time till maybe 12 o'clock when you'd go to bed with just things to do because you're like, oh, it's too early to go to bed. But I encourage you to just go to bed because sleeping is amazing. Sleeping is like the best part of the day. So I don't know why people don't like look forward to going to bed. Going to bed is great. I need to have this mindset too. Everything that I tell you guys in this video, these videos, is me just basically talking to myself and me reminding you of things that you probably already know. So the benefits of getting good sleep, I mean, there are hundreds of benefits of getting good sleep, but the basic ones I'm going to be talking about is you're going to generally feel better, you're going to be happier, more grateful, and generally less things feel annoying. Like, if you don't get good sleep, just a tiny little task can be like a huge pain to do. And it's just like, things just are generally more annoying. And then you also have better self-esteem. Something that I noticed was on the days that I don't get good sleep, I'm much more insecure and like everything is just worse. I second guess myself on so many things, but when I get great sleep, like everything is just amazing. Like all those problems go away. Those never existed. I act a lot more confidently and I get a lot better results in my life in general. And also, you generally just have more energy to do tasks throughout the day. So, what can you do to actually improve your sleep? Well, as I said, I'm not getting great sleep, but the things that I'm trying, that I'm seeing a benefit in are, I got my list here. Let me read them. So I'm using magnesium as a little supplement before bed. You got to make sure you're taking the right amount of the stuff because a lot of people just like take a bunch of supplements and like you can go too much on some of them. So think before you do that. But magnesium, and then working out in the day. If you tire yourself out and fill your day with a bunch of activity or going to the gym or whatever, then your body's gonna feel more ready to sleep because you actually used up your energy physically. The next one is blue light blocking glasses. So I got these right here. Now I am filming this video before bed and I'm using a giant ring light, which is just like a really bright thing of blue light, so that's not good. But generally, after dinner, I always wear the blue light glasses, and they do help a lot. They do make you a lot more tired. And then a warm shower before bed. Taking a warm shower before bed kind of sets your body like the temperature rhythm thing. I'm not even going to get into that, but it does good things. And then getting sunlight as soon as you wake up in the morning. So if you wake up, even if it's a cloudy day, you go outside and you just absorb the sun, it resets your circadian rhythm, and it sets the clock for the rest of the day so you can feel more sleepy at bedtime. So that's important. Also, having a cold room. Having a cold room is super important for getting good sleep. I'd say 67 degrees is probably the best, but do whatever feels comfortable for you, but probably not above 74. All right, and then the second thing on our list, which is extremely important and is great in combination of getting good sleep, is to not consume social media as much. Now, a lot of people are like, I don't want to miss out on things, you know, and I understand that. And I agree. I had a problem recently where I was just using Instagram way too much. Like, I had no self-control. I would sit down, tie my shoe, and I would be on Reels for like 10 minutes. And it's like, damn, my shoe is still on. Like, I did not take that off, which is, it's just like, it consumes so much of my time. And my screen time was way up. It was like 5 hours a day, 5 to 6 hours a day. And like, that's really bad, but also it's not even as bad as the average. According to just the internet, I have no idea what, but it said the average screen time for people my age is like 8 hours. 8 hours is an insane amount of time for people using their phone. What I did was I deleted Instagram off of my phone. I have it on my iPad, and the format of the iPad is really not like nice for using Instagram. So what I do is at 9 o'clock every day, well actually it's later than 9 right now, and I haven't used it yet, but at least once a day in the afternoon, I check Instagram just so I can see like basic people's stories so I don't feel like I'm missing anything, and I can see if anyone texted me or whatever, and then I just, you know, don't use that again. What's nice about having it on the iPad is that the format's not good, so I don't get caught in Reels, and I don't keep like consuming and scrolling, because that's the dangerous thing when you just like randomly throughout the day spend chunks of time just doing basically nothing, just using Instagram or any other app. I know TikTok's a problem for a lot of people. I personally haven't really got trapped on TikTok that much, which is weird because like I got trapped on Reels, but I don't know. TikTok's not been so much of an issue, but if it is an issue, do the same thing, or just delete it altogether because TikTok's pretty useless. But I just didn't want to feel like I was missing out with like my friends. I didn't want to sacrifice my social life in any way to fix my habit. And what I've done is great. I did this about 2 weeks ago, and actually 15 days ago now, and it's fantastic. I feel so much better. My screen time dropped to like an hour and a half a day, apart from like Spotify because and Maps that bumps it up. But even with those, I think it was saying an hour and a half. So that's super good, and I feel much, much better. So I also made a little list of the things that I felt after I did that, and just started consuming way, way less. So clear thinking. What really bothered me about using Instagram so much was the fact that there was a point where I was lying in bed, right? And I thought of something funny, but I thought about it in a meme format. And then that just annoyed me. I was like, why am I thinking about this in the Instagram world? My mind should not be doing that. And also in general, just like your thinking is more mushy if you're always consuming. It's like your mind is not used to just like, I probably sound stupid right now saying this because like I'm thinking about having a mushy brain. But yeah, when you consume so much, it just makes you like this. You don't want to be like this. It's not good. You can't think straight. Then the next thing on the list is getting better sleep. So when you don't consume as much, it's easier for you to sleep because you're not consuming late at night. And if you're like scrolling late at night, not only is the blue light bad for you, it requires so much of your mind to just like think about everything it's taking in. And when you see like people that you actually know, you start thinking about those people. Like, it's a big spiral. You might not even realize how much your mind is actually thinking. You might think, oh, I'm just gonna relax. When you're scrolling, you're not relaxing at all. If you want to relax, do something else. Do something actually relaxing, like, I don't know, staring at the wall. It's better. Then the next thing, which is really huge, is less comparison. So a lot of people feel bad about themselves, don't do what they want to do because they're always comparing themselves to other people. And also it can be a cause of procrastination. If you're always comparing yourself to other people, you might feel like you're not good enough to do whatever you try and do, and then you find more excuses to wait, and it takes more effort to just do what you want to do. So for example, if you want to make YouTube videos, if you're always consuming all the time, you're going to be like, oh, this person does this better, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you're never going to start, because obviously when you start, you're not going to be like as good as them or as good as they seem they are, you know? Then also a huge benefit is you just get a lot more time in your day that you naturally fill with better activities. So it takes that like boredom of being like, okay, what do I do? I'm not using my phone here. What do I do? And then you just like, you start cleaning little things on your desk, and you just generally start doing all these things that fills that space with something that's actually good. Like, you don't have to be crazy productive and, you know, build the next spaceship because you stopped using your phone and you have all this time. Like, you can just like make sure that your environment's a little more clean, or do whatever, like cook something good, or I don't know, garden. You can do whatever you want, but as long as it's better than consuming, you're fine. Even literally doing nothing is better than filling your mind with nonsense. If you're doing nothing, you actually give yourself time to think and just sort out your thoughts. So yeah, those are the two most important things that you should definitely try in this season of your life. Getting good sleep and using your phone less. Both of those combined will make you feel a lot better about yourself. You'll have higher self-esteem. You'll act in a more confident, more attractive way. You will feel less insecure. You'll be more productive, and you'll be healthier. So definitely try it, and let me know. Let me know how it goes. All right, I'll see y'all in the next one.